The Bearcats look to bounce back this week after a heartbreaking loss to UCF last week. The Cats take on the highly anticipated Navy in their triple option. Let's get into it. I'm Regan, and this is your 2-minute warning. How do you move on from a loss? Well, Coach says the only way is to get back out there and not let it compound and continue to eat at you. Coach also said he was impressed with the guys and their willingness to get back out there on Sunday and how they handled the loss.
The thing that's different about when you lose is I think all those things pull guys at different ways, whether you played well or you didn't play well, whether you didn't play at all or you played a ton. I mean, just where in a win, everybody still feels good. I don't think you self-evaluate quite as much, and I don't mean how you played, but just in the big picture of things. So in some ways, there's a lot of things that that will help us grow, and we'll learn about each other.
The defense struggled last week, giving up over 500 yards with faces like Jabari Taylor and Malik Van missing. Coach Fickell says he looks towards some of the younger guys to fill in those gaps. Unfortunately, that means a lack of depth and maybe why the defense struggled so much last week.
Well, you try to pick the things that you evaluate every week, and nobody wants to give up 500 yards, but it comes down to points. It comes down to stops. So for us, we had an opportunity. We made some stops, but I think in the big picture of things, it comes down to big plays for us, and that's where we haven't done as good a job. And that's where the yards kind of rack up. When you look at it, but it really, whether it's 600 yards, 500 yards, or 200 yards, the reality is it comes down to points, and it comes down to, what I always say is outplaying the other team's defense, or outplaying the other team's offense, and but I think down the stretch is where it hurt the most, and there's our ability to finish, our ability to maybe get beat a little bit at our own game, get wore down a little bit, that hasn't been something that's happened to us. That is one of those things that becomes a reality to you, and so there's those areas where we know we got to do better. We got to be able to play more guys, and I think that's what it really comes down to.
There's a little bit unknown with Navy this week after it was announced on Saturday that their starting quarterback would be out for the remainder of the season with a hamstring injury, and not much information on the backup quarterback or how they will work around him.
Actually, it does make it a little bit more of a challenge, at least defensively, just trying to figure out, do they stick the same? Do they stay the same? Or they, so that's the beauty of it. I know that for us, we've got to be able to adapt and adjust and not just stay and always do the same things. And, but there's a little bit of a guessing game. And when they're really consistent, when they're really, really rolling, I don't think you get a whole lot of different things. And, when they change quarterbacks and have some of those situations, I think that, you can get some different things. So it makes it for, a little longer week, that's for sure.
And while Coach Fickell can't say he'll miss the triple option, he will miss what it challenges his guys to do. I'm Regan, and that was your 2-minute warning.